be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit there and you go, oh, I'm not going because this. I think I can take him.
50 Cent just went off on J Prince after J Prince tried to kick him out of Houston. And guess what? 50 ain't taking no prisoners. This time, he's going after J Prince hard, exposing all the shady dealings behind his extortion plot. J Prince has been feeling the heat and allegedly sending his goons after 50 to disrupt his business. But trust 50 to fire back hard. He's already trolling Drince on IG and even dared him to pull up. If he was really about it, 50 allegedly has receipts that could bring down J Prince's entire operation. Trust me, he doesn't want this smoke, but that's not to say Drince himself doesn't pull serious weight in the streets of Houston. He still has guys that'll go to bat for him, and 50 might have to watch his back. This battle between two giants is going to be one for the books, so let's talk about it. Insinuate.
Way we extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
50 Cent has had his foot on J Prince's neck for years, and their rivalry has always been fierce, borderline dangerous. 50 has made it clear he don't F with J Prince's whole checking in program, and J Prince considers himself the king of Houston. Still, they had their little beef going on from the safety of their cities. 50 was holding it down in New York, while J Prince had the streets of H-Town to himself. They didn't really have any reason to clash physically unless they ran into each other in person, which rarely happens. But everything changed when 50 Cent decided to bring the fight to J Prince's doorstep. By moving to Houston, 50 didn't just go live in Houston. He moved his entire operation there. He first revealed this decision in a tweet saying, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." One of the reasons why he moved to Houston was because they had less taxes. He had previously ranted about New York taxes going up by 62%, which was hurting his business operations. Y'all know how businessmen like to run away from Uncle Sam's sticky fingers. But that wasn't the only reason. He had also previously expressed his wish to be plugged into the Houston hip-hop scene. As you know, Houston is one of the country's hotbeds of hip-hop, rap, and trap culture. 50 is a businessman who is very interested in entertainment, culture, arts, and people. He saw investing in Houston as the next big step to get those fat checks when the returns start rolling in. People have also suggested that 50 moved to Houston because of his alcohol brand Branson Cognac. Remember when 50 was going to all the Houston liquor stores showing off the bottles? Yeah, some have speculated that he might have found a market for his brand in Houston, and he wanted to be able to touch base easily. However, J Prince didn't see it like this. Oh no, he was big mad and felt slighted that 50 Cent was encroaching on his territory. Allegedly, J Prince first tried to force 50 Cent to check, and he sent his crew to apply pressure, trying to make 50 drop some BANS by force. But 50 wasn't about to allow such to happen. He quickly made it clear to J Prince that he had his own security, and he wasn't going to allow J Prince to extort him in the name of checking in.
A sucker to me, a sucker's a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit there and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called J Prince.
But that only made J Prince more upset. Word on the curb is that he tried to enforce a no-fly zone on 50. But again, it didn't work because 50 made it clear he didn't play those types of games. And get this, 50 wasn't laying low, so he wouldn't make J Prince mad. He was out there doing his thing, running his business, and even creating opportunities for his community. 50 Cent had planned to open a new film studio for his company Gun It Film in Houston. The project was going to cost about $20 million. However, 50 hit the brakes on that project and decided to move the whole operation to Shreveport, Louisiana.
So Melcy, you may not know this. You had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same. They embraced me. They good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive.
In 2022, about a year after 50 moved to Houston, the mayor honored him with his own key to the city and a 50-cent day to celebrate him. The event went down during the annual Thanksgiving Day parade. Mayor Sylvester Turner was full of praise for 50 Cent, calling him one of the most impactful people in the city. He called 50 a philanthropist, rapper, artist, business person who has helped out on so many causes in this city, especially the high schools, turning high schoolers into entrepreneurs through his Gunnity program. The mayor then declared November 24th as 50 Cent's Day, telling him he would always have a home in Houston. You could feel the love pouring in from the crowd as they accepted 50 as one of them. And 50
came to the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity Camp program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence. And so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
But while 50 was being celebrated, J. Prince was somewhere grinding his teeth and punching the wall because 50 was becoming the top dog in his city. But here's the thing, the facts don't lie. It's easy to see why 50 would be given the keys to the city while J. Prince is pushed to the side and treated like some thug since 50 Cent got to Houston. He has used his coins to uplift his community and support some welfare programs through his Gunnett Foundation. For instance, he launched the Gunnity Business Lab, an educational intervention program created to help develop the entrepreneurial skills of high school students in the Houston International School District. He has also inserted himself in Houston sports and entertainment scene. His Sire Spirits brand has scored partnerships with the Houston Rockets, Astros, and Texans. He also hosted the inaugural Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival in 2022. That same year, he partnered with the Rockets to give 1,000 free turkeys to local families for Thanksgiving. But that's not all. In 2023, he donated $850,000 worth of toys at a holiday event to help the citywide club achieve its goal of giving away 100,000 toys to children in the city. In 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity and auctioned off 2 oversized bottles of his Lehman Dura champagne. The gala eventually raised $6 million, a new record for the organization.
Out here, come on. You are.
I know all the time I've spent with him, we've had some great times. He even tried to tell me some please one night.
I gotta hang out with the people that can buy this stuff from me. I think Johnny might be on.
In summary, 50's impact is undeniable, and the city loves him for it. On the other hand, we have J. Prince and his mob ties crew bro. Where do we even start? Rather than creating opportunities for the city, Drins has built a career off of terrorizing artists who want to come work in Houston under the guise of protection. After crowning himself as the king of H-Town, J. Prince took it upon himself to protect artists who came to the city so they wouldn't get robbed. Sounds like a great idea, right? Well, it does until you realize this is all just a cover for an elaborate extortion plot. J. Prince and his crew do this thing called checking in, where artists who come to the city have to first go see J. Prince to pay their respects.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word, checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
Except it's not just to say hi, it's usually to drop hefty sums of money, which JPR says is for their protection, so they don't get jumped. And so if their chains or valuables get snatched, they can get them back. However, what's hidden in the fine print is that these artists don't really have a choice on whether they pay or not if they don't pay, because they feel they have their own security team. J Prince and his crew set them up, and they end up getting jumped and losing their valuables. NBA Young Boy refused to check in when he came to Houston, and he paid for it big time. So YB had come to Houston on some business, and while he was out, two goons broke into his place and took some of his chains, cash, and the keys to some of his fancy rides. The robbers reached out to YB asking for a $30,000 ransom to get his things back, but YB wasn't falling for it. He fired back at them, telling them he wasn't impressed and that they were just being foolish kids.
Don't turn me down. What she said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, nigga? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't get. You flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap. Man. Capping, bro. They gonna believe anything. You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all stole something. I'm gonna catch you.
Then out of nowhere, J Prince enters the conversation. He tagged YB in an IG video saying the robbers had delivered the stolen items to him. He asked YB to reach out to him if he wanted to get his things back.
The little homie young boy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back.
However, YB saw right through the ruse and told J Prince to stuff his false kindness where the sun don't shine. Firstly, YB called J Prince out for bringing the issue to social media. Imagine a guy pushing 60 and still playing internet games. According to YB, if J Prince had pure intentions, he would have reached out to him privately instead of posting some lame video to let the whole world know about their business. YB saw it for what it was, a clear extortion attempt. He knew if he went to J Prince, he would have to pay even more than the robbers initially asked for, so he didn't give in.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
YB is not the only one who has called J Prince out on this checking in practice, though Cameron and Mace put him on blast during an episode of their podcast. It is what it is. They clown J Prince for playing these stupid games at his big age, when he should be retired and teaching the young guys how to make things better.
You're dealing with older people. They're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Around here, We don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up when young niggas started sending old niggas out. And just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. You failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mace. I stand by it.
And don't even get me started on the loaded dice games Jay Prince and his sons organized for rappers. When they touched down in Houston, there have been rumors that these dice games are another part of Jay Prince's extortion scheme. Y'all have probably heard the rumors that Jay Prince allegedly had something to do with Takeoff's death because Takeoff got alive during one of those infamous dice games. According to official reports, a fight had broken out and people whipped out their hammers and started firing. One of the bullets accidentally struck Takeoff, and he sadly didn't make it. But get this, new footage has allegedly surfaced showing that the incident didn't exactly go down like that. According to sources, Jay Prince was salty about the fact that Takeoff and Quo hadn't checked in the way he wanted them to, so he allegedly gave his guys orders to teach them a lesson. It was supposed to be a little accident that would take Takeoff down for a few weeks at best. However, things got out of hand and Takeoff ended up losing his life. Every time Jay Prince is confronted about this situation, you can see him acting all shifty, trying to deflect from the question. Nothing
should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us, if you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
When Mike and Junior was walking by, he actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the Takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in there. You know why? Blood.
People are talking, and it doesn't help that Takeoff isn't the only person who has lost his life after attending one of those cursed dice games. Remember Duke the jeweler? Yeah. He thought he had hit it big after winning $100,000 at a dice game. Little did he know that it was a setup. Before he could even make it to his car, he got ambushed, and everything he had was taken from him. Sadly, they didn't even let him keep his life. So between 50 Cent and Jay Prince, it's easy to see who has had a more positive impact on the city of Houston, and why 50 and Prince will never be on the same level. Now here's where it gets dicey. Allegedly, Jay Prince has been plotting on how to take 50 down and close his operations in Houston. However, before he could put those plans in motion, 50's drama with Big Meech started. Jay Prince always took sides with Big Meech, and rumor has it that he sent some of his goons after 50 to warn him to back off.
These people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect, you know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living, but
y'all know 50 ain't the type to let another guy punk him off the streets. He wasn't about to back down at all. Instead, he pulled a sick move and decided to expose Jay Prince and his extortion ring. Word on the street is that 50 is now on a mission to end Jay Prince's reign of terror over Houston, and you bet he's going to have a ball while doing it. But let me ask you this, do you think 50 needs to watch his back when he's in Houston, or do you think he has another trick up his sleeves to one-up Jay Prince? Let us know in the comments, and then check out this next.